great Lisa Leslie. Naismith, Basketball Hall of Fame. Okay, so not every great player goes to the Olympics, Lisa, and flourishes.
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry, he's kind of struggling. It's the FIBA rules. You were able to flourish like Kevin Durant, NBA, college, USC, and in the Olympics. But I see some of these players like Steph are struggling. Did you ever play with great players who struggled? And why is Olympic basketball different? What works, what doesn't?
Honestly, I think you have to really keep it simple in the Olympics. It's not, you don't want to over dribble. The ball kind of sucks, to be really honest with you. It's a little slicker than the leather ball that we're used to. But I had some phenomenal teammates who got me the ball. And listen, Colin, I scored 101 points in high school. Like, I can score the ball. That was not the hard part for me in basketball at all. Putting that ball in that basket is what I love to do. And I earned the confidence of my teammates, how I posted up, how I demanded the ball, how you worked every day in practice. And when people see Kevin Durant's work ethic and his shooting and how much he's just such a bucket, and I was a bucket. So that's why I was able to score so much.
But you were also a great defensive player. You were a couple-time, you really played defense. For the record, Kevin Durant's a willing defender. He's not a great defender. Was it ever hard when you went to the Olympics, because you were dominant favorites like our men are now? And they've been crushing people kind of surprisingly. Was it hard to stay engaged when you're a 25-point favorite every game?
It's not hard to stay engaged, Colin, because you do not want to be a part of that group that does not bring home the gold. And everything's riding on it. And in fact, the most pressured game is the game prior to the gold medal round. Because if you lose that game, you're out. And it's like you're going into the bronze medal round, which sucks. And you could possibly not even get a medal. So I think that's the most pressured game, is the game prior to the gold medal game. When you're in the gold medal game, listen, it's either you win gold or you lose gold. Like, you don't win silver. So nobody wants to be a part of that. I'm telling you, not in a team sport. I think the individual sports, when they're swimming, or Sha'Carri Richardson, who came up with silver, like, I think those are amazing, because we're talking about, little seconds that people are apart. But when you think about basketball and the whole team, no, like, you do not want the silver medal. Trust me.
So I've been arguing that Olympic teams, men's and women's, after you get past the top 5 or 6 players, they can be a little political. Isaiah Thomas didn't make it. Jaylen Brown didn't make it for this team. Kyrie didn't make it. And that they should have included not just Caitlin Clark, but Angel Reese, because I believe those two are the future of the WNBA. And my take is, put them at the end of the bench. They'll get eyeballs. Have these rivals practice together. Magic and Bird form a bond. It's just good for the sport. It'll get more eyes on these women. They can get more endorsements. The Olympic movement for the women said, they're not ready yet. And my take is, well, I don't know if Christian Laettner was ready, but it was kind of interesting. It made me, you're favored in all these games. Do you think it was a mistake not including not just Caitlin, but Angel on the team?
Well, this is what I think, Colin. I think it's water under the bridge at this point, because they are one game away from winning the gold medal. And what I also thought about was how this sets up the next Olympics that are in Los Angeles, back in the United States. It'll be Caitlin's first Olympics. It'll be Angel Reese's first Olympics. And wow, what an amazing setting for those women. Could they have taken those players and got them ready? I think, me personally, absolutely. Did they? They did not. So it's going to just be a different story. We have so many strong, powerful women. And then the second thing is that there's a pool play that has to happen when you play USA basketball that those players didn't necessarily participate in to make the women's Olympic team. So we have to also respect the committee. They decided to leave them home. But I do agree with you. Christian Laettner, we took Rebecca Lobo. We didn't always take the best player who was deserving to be there. I said my piece. They didn't take them. We're moving on.
We got a minute left. The attendance exploded. WNBA. How'd that make you feel? Do you feel good about that when you watch the sport?
100%. I'm like a proud mom. And let me just tell you, I think women should continue to support the companies and the brands that support us. And DraftKings has been one of those brands that have stepped up huge to the plate.
Yep.
They've done such an amazing job of creating enthusiasm around women's basketball. the WNBA has been bet on more than any other time in our history, as well as women in the Olympics. So I love the fact that the fans are engaged thanks to social media, thanks to the streaming, thanks to companies like DraftKings, where they have an opportunity to get to know these players and teams and pick their favorite people. And I think, don't forget people to bet responsibly.
Yeah.
But I think that it's so important that we, as women, support those companies and brands that support us. So I'm just so happy for where women's basketball is, or it's continuing to go, women's sports across the board. And I'm like a proud mom. Listen, I have nothing to say negative. I love Caitlin. I love Angel. I love all of the rookies and what they're doing. And I love that that all of these companies are coming together and supporting these women as they deserve to be supported. They really do.
By the way, new customers at DraftKings bet $5, just $5, get $150 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings Sportsbook app, 90 seconds, signs up. You look great. This is a great time. The gymnastics, Katie Ledecky, Simone Biles, the whole thing's amazing. Like this has been the gymnastics. Even when we lose, we lost beach volleyball to Switzerland the other day. It was so magnificent. It was so regal. Lisa Leslie, Basketball Hall of Famer. What a pleasure to see you again. Thank you so much.
Likewise, Colin. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Hi, everybody. It's me, Uncle Colin. Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be, however you may be watching. Thanks again for making us part of your day.